Thank you for tuning in to Abundant Moments. Are you worried about something today? Is there something on your heart or your mind that it seems like you just can't get rid of and you just can't stop thinking about? Well, the Bible lets us know that we're not to worry. And you say, well, that's impossible. Everybody worries. Did you know you can train yourself to not worry, but to trust in the Lord? The Bible teaches us so many times about our thoughts. And Paul even tells us in Philippians, he says, don't be anxious for anything. What does that mean? Don't worry. And then after that, he tells us to take everything to the Lord in prayer with thanksgiving. And that helps us to not be anxious. Well, what does that mean with thanksgiving? When you take it to the Lord, then say, Lord, I thank you that you've heard me. And then our trust says, I thank you that you're answering this. But he doesn't stop there. Paul goes on in Philippians 4 and he says this, after we are not anxious, and after we take everything to the Lord in prayer with thanksgiving, then we are to think on these things, he says. In other words, take your thoughts over to what you should be thinking on. And right there in Philippians 4 and 8, read it for yourself. He says, think on anything that is lovely, of a good report. And he goes on, think on things that are virtuous and good. And he just teaches us there how to think. So we have to retrain our thinking if we are a worrier. We have to say, wait a minute. No, I've taken this to the Lord. I've prayed. I've thanked him because I know he heard me and I know he's going to answer. And so now I'm just going to think about good things. And we have to purpose to think about good things. And then talk out loud. Say, God, I just thank you that you're heard and you're answering. And Lord, I thank you for this day. And then just begin to count your blessings, as that old song says. And once you start saying, God, I thank you for my life. And I thank you that you provide. And I thank you for health. And I thank you. And as you go on and on and on, all of a sudden your thoughts are not worrisome anymore, but they're thankful, praise-giving thoughts. And it's pleasing to the Lord and it's pleasing to you because now you are at peace. So if you're worried about something today, Peter tells us, cast all your care on him, for he cares for you. And that word cast in the Greek is like if you were to take a snake and pick it up and just throw it as far away from you as you could because you were afraid of it. And that's what he says, cast. In other words, get him far from you. Cast all your cares on him because he cares for you. So don't worry about anything today. Trust in the Lord. Don't be anxious. Train your thoughts to be godly, good thoughts. Thanks for tuning in.